Cool. Oh, the sun's out finally. It's been so hot. It's actually been cold today, but hot kind of yesterday. And I've been chasing the sun all day, and it finally shows up during my live stream. Okay. So my first campfire confession is this campfire is terrible. It doesn't want to really burn very well. Yep, I had that same problem, Jay. I want to say your real name, but I know that that might be a secret. I wonder what the temperature is right now. It was supposed to be 71 degrees today and sunny, and that's why I delayed my trip one day, because it was supposed to be 80 degrees at home, and then I got here and it was only going to be 61 today, so that was kind of a bummer. Let's see. See if we can poke this fire a little bit. Well, hopefully the people who were going to show up are going to find the new live stream. I don't know why that happens. Whew, that sun is bright. Oh shoot, I just messed up my fire. I think this wood is kind of not very good. See if I can grab this one without getting burned. Okay, whew. Smoky wood. Okay, now we got a fire burning. So Jennifer, when's your next camping trip coming up? I don't know if that means the wood's damp, but the wood here in Oregon, I think it's heat treated, kiln treated, whatever. And so sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. So I don't know if that has to do with it or if it's just damp. I don't know. My bundle last night was really smoky, but it didn't have any problem burning. So. Oh, you're camping this weekend? Oh, for the holiday. That's going to be really crowded, I bet. Yeah, I used to go to Lake Powell, camping out there on the beach somewhere, deep in the lake on Memorial Weekend, and it wasn't crowded because the lake is so huge. I couldn't imagine doing anything in a campground. I don't think that would be very fun on a holiday. I kind of like my solitude, so being here is really nice because it's not very crowded. But you'll probably have fun because you seem to be a pretty good sport when it's, you know, busy. Okay, let's take you on a tour of my campsite. Okay, let's just go over here and walk you through. Oh, now my fire's popping off. So this is my campsite. Just the typical kind of weathered looking tables. And that's my tent. It's kind of cool because there are, but you can see it's pretty lush back here. And then we just got my little living room area where I'm hanging out and my fire. And then you can kind of see the trees. Okay, let's put you back on the stand here. I kind of wonder if people are hanging out in the old live stream, waiting for it to start. You're not new to camping, are you? You've been camping for a while. Let me see if I can get to... I thought I had the studio on this phone. I guess not. Okay. Okay, I just deleted all the old stuff. I don't know what the heck happened there, but that's unfortunate. So you only started camping solo in late 2024. Huh. Well, then you've been camping all your life though, right? It's just solo camping is new. So those who are in the chat, say hello so I know who's here. Because I'm waiting for a certain person to arrive so they can entertain the guests tonight. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but this is my little foldable like stove grill thing. My the smoke. I wanted to start my fire kind of early, number one for the live stream, and then number two to get some coals for this. I'm gonna grill a little burger on top of there, so. Oh, so you really haven't camped that much. Well, good for you for going out by yourself. I think that's pretty cool. Hello to everyone who's arriving. We had a little technical difficulty in the scheduled live stream, so I had to start a new one. And we're having technical difficulties with this fire. Well, I mean, it's burning, but it's just not like a roaring fire that you would normally see. This firewood's just kind of not the best. But it's going to make good coals for my burger tonight. If I can just stop messing with it. Let's get that one. Whew. Oh, you definitely look like you're experienced. That's the beauty of going out by yourself. You just have to gain that experience just by trying, by doing things. Okay. Thanks, Jennifer, for being the person who's going to help engage. I'm going to add you as a moderator, actually. Okay. So are you going to a new campground this weekend, Jennifer? Or is it one that you've been to before? Let's get a close-up of this fire here. Oh, you haven't been there before? That'll be kind of fun to go to a new camp on a holiday weekend. Because I think Memorial Weekend's probably the week everyone starts camping. Okay. I'm going to give you a little backdrop of the Oregon coast here. The sun has only come out a couple times today, unfortunately. Hi, Norlin. Welcome to the live stream. Everett, Washington. I'm trying to think of where Everett is. I'm guessing Everett is probably up north, maybe? I love camping in Washington State. I like to go to southwestern Washington in the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest. Oh, you're way up there north of Seattle. Well, welcome. It seems, Jennifer, it seems like your last campground was kind of it. Okay, to those who have joined us, say hello in the chat so we know who's here. No lurking allowed. Oh, the sun's back out. The Oregon coast doesn't want to know if it's going to be sunny or cloudy. But I captured some awesome drone shots on the coastline when there was just a slight break in the fog. It was kind of cool. Okay. We're going to go ahead and film some of the live stream for my video here. So if you want to be on my next video, make sure you say hi in the chat. We got our very first live stream tonight at the Oregon coast. That's just me for my video. Okay. I record with my Osmo Pocket 3 and my DJI Action 5 Pro. I used to record with my phone when I first started, but I found that I needed my phone a lot, like during filming, so it kind of became a hassle. So I graduated to something a little different. Oh, you just bought a Pocket 3? Yeah, I love mine. It takes a little practice to kind of get used to how it works, but you're going to love it. Yeah, I think the cameras that we use for phone, or the phones that we use for cameras, are just fine. Like mine, I have a Samsung S24, I think Ultra, and it's fine. That's actually what this live stream's on, but you're gonna love the Pocket 3. Hey, Norlin, up in Everett, do you ever come down to Oregon to camp? The temperature keeps fluctuating out here. Every time the sun's out, it gets hot. When it leaves, it's cold. Okay, I've got my first campfire confession. So this tent here that we're camping with, it's a newer tent. It's been here, I don't know, I've had it for 7-8 months now. Anyways, the first couple times I used it, the lip on the front of the entrance is kind of high, and so one of my camping trips, it's kind of embarrassing to say, but I tripped and landed on all fours, and I didn't just do it once, and I didn't just do it twice. I did it 3 times in that one trip. I was so embarrassed. I don't know if anyone saw me, but so I have to make it like a conscious effort to lift my feet over the lip. I think it might have been my back leg that tripped. Anyways, it was kind of embarrassing. I think it was here at this campground too. Oh, you were born in Oregon, Arlen. That's cool. Who else do we have here at this very first live stream? Say hi in the chat so we know who you are and where you're from. And if you're a first-time viewer or if you've kind of been hanging out for a while in the videos. Does anybody have a campfire confession they want to share with the group? I started, so I'm sure you have something to confess, right? Oh, I see the moon. Well, thank you for being a subscriber, Norlin. I appreciate it. Hello to all the new people coming in. Let's go ahead and poke this fire a little bit. This wood is so light. When you start burning it, you can tell it's just been kind of treated before they sold it to people. Campfire's a humble little fire. Kind of show you a little bit around the campsite. It's very lush here. There's a lot of what looks like tropical plants, but I don't know if they're really tropical. And then we got a smoky fire. So I was just thinking a couple days ago that it's been, as of last month, a year now that I've been solo camping. Now, I've been camping all my entire adulthood and most of my childhood, I think. So I'm not new to camping, but solo camping, that's a whole different ball game. Like, I've been camping for so long, but I've never actually, built my own fire until I went solo camping. So I've learned a lot of skills since then, gained a lot of confidence. So it's been fun. So I've seen a lot of cool places in Oregon and Washington, and I'm so glad that I had the courage to go out there and just do it on my own. So if you've been wanting to go solo camping by yourself, I say go for it. It can be a little scary at first, but once you start doing it, it gets easy. Yep, I agree, Jennifer. You have to learn very quickly. And there's a lot of trial and error sometimes on certain things, but that's the fun of it. And then for those of us who are on YouTube, we like to, share those adventures with people to hopefully inspire them to go out and solo camp and take adventures and see new things and experience new things. Yeah, my partner and I, we went camping together probably 15, 16 years ago. And then we just kind of stopped. And then before I started solo camping, I'd asked him, hey, you want to go camping? Let's go camping. And he's like, I don't want to go camping. And so I just said, I'm going to go camping by myself then. And he's like, no, you're not. And I did. So I think that he just didn't believe that I'd go by myself. But man, I'm having a blast. It's so much fun. The beauty of going by yourself is you get to do whatever the heck you want, whenever you want. You don't have to rely on someone else's timeline or them getting up at a certain time. You get to make your own menu and cook your own food. And if you want to go out and do something one day, you can. If you don't, you can just stay at camp and hang out and be lazy. Yes, Jennifer, everyone should try solo camping and YouTube. So much fun. I've gained so much experience just by editing videos and trying to tell a story and getting the pacing just right and getting people to click on the videos with your thumbnails and your titles and trying to have YouTube, push out your videos. Sometimes they push them out and sometimes they don't. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen my latest video, check it out. I have a link, actually, I did have a link in the description. That was on the old stream. I'll put it in this description, probably when I get home tomorrow. But I had a solo camp trip next to a river and a creek. There was a creek that fed into the river, and so I had like surround sound all day and all night. It was so cool. So check out that video. It's on my page, on my channel. Okay, Adventures with Jay video. So Jennifer, her confession is, on my first solo trip with my dog, I got so bored that I ended up watching other people's YouTube videos most of the evening. That gave me the idea to try making my own video. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Yeah, I was watching videos long before I even thought of making videos. Yeah, and that's actually how I kind of learned like my style of making a campfire. And I get a lot of people in the comments commenting on my fire making skills, but I learned the way I do my fire from a YouTuber that I absolutely adore. So shout out to Kenny of All Trades. He was one of my first truck camping YouTube channels that I kind of got hooked on. So I love it, Jennifer. That's a great confession. I mean, had you not watched videos all night, you probably wouldn't have a channel, possibly. Or maybe it would have just been delayed. Sitting by this fire is kind of hot. I'm going to go ahead and Do a little B-roll. Got a little live stream going. Got the camera right there. I don't have my mic hooked up to my Osmo, but that's okay. Well, it's time to put another log on the fire. I only have one more log. And it's not going to be dark for another probably 3 hours. So I won't have a fire tonight, I don't think. Unless this wood lasts, which it might. But I got some good coals starting for my burger later. This smoky. Got to get that one up there. Okay. So you had an idea for a channel before, but it was going to be a theme park vlogs. I'm really glad I didn't go that route. I would have gotten bored of it quickly. Oh yeah. I could imagine. Hi Rob, East Portland. Rob says, I'm a subscriber and trying to get back into solo camping after being disabled and retiring from teaching. Awesome, Rob. Robert? Rob or Robert? Yeah, Rob. Well, I don't know if you have some limitations right now, but if you don't, or if it's just not as easy as it used to be, you know, I guess you just have to go and try, see how it goes. But I'm a firm believer that anything is possible. Just got to put your mind to it. So hopefully you get out there and get to solo camping again. Okay, who wants to hear another campfire confession? Oh, it's hot over here. Whew. If you want to hear one, then put your favorite campfire or camp emoji in the chat. Does anybody want to hear another campfire confession? Going once? Going twice? I know there's a little bit of a delay in the broadcast, so. Well, Jennifer, my next confession is similar to yours. And the only reason why I remember it is because of, you know, your confession. So I'll tell it here in just a little bit. Champ Humphreys 6777. I am based out of Oregon, just out of Portland, but right now I'm at the Oregon coast, the North Oregon coast. Just here for a couple nights. This is my last night. Where are you from? Rob, do you have... Oh, I used to motorcycle and van camp with and backpacked after leaving the Army. I was just going to ask you, Rob, if you have a camping trip planned for the near future, or is it just something you're kind of thinking about? Oh, Southwest Virginia. Awesome. Yeah, that's a whole different coast. I think look and feel is completely different. I don't know if you guys can hear my fire popping with my microphone or not. It likes to pop every once in a while. Okay, since Jennifer is the only one that wants to hear my campfire confession, I'll just go ahead and tell the whole group. So I've had this channel for a couple years. I started it before I started doing the camping, but I would say probably 6 months ago, I thought I want to start a second channel just for something that's more sustainable when I can't go camping. And I thought I would do like a food review vlog where I'd go and eat fast food, but I thought that'd be kind of fun because I don't really eat fast food, and it'd give me a chance to eat the fast food that I don't get to eat that's out there that's new. And then I actually filmed one video and I thought, oh wow, I'm pretty boring to watch eating food, because a lot of these food reviewers are really, they've got pretty crazy personalities, I'll just say, and that's just not me. I'm pretty mellow and vanilla, so decided not to do that. Plus, I don't think I should be eating fast food every week. So, Champ, have you been out to Oregon at all, or even on the West Coast? Because even the coast of, let's say, central, I don't know, maybe Northern California to central to south is even different. Like way Northern California is probably similar to parts of Oregon. So you have, Rob has reservations at Oxbow in June, and Frog Lake. I haven't been to Oxbow. I don't know where Oxbow is. That doesn't ring a bell. But Frog Lake, I actually stopped by there last summer to go check it out, but I couldn't figure out how to get to, I think I missed like a turn. And so I was in that big parking lot. I think there's maybe a trailhead out there. So anyways, I plan on going to Frog Lake probably, I want to say, I think it's July. I want to spend a couple nights there. There's this YouTuber, I think he's based in Central Oregon, and he does a lot of like tours of campgrounds. And he'll actually he'll walk through the campground and go to each campsite, and he'll actually walk through the campsite. It's usually in the off season, so there's nobody there. And so I've seen a couple of his videos. If I think about it, I'll link his information when I get this video up. But it just kind of gives you a good idea which campsites are really good at which campgrounds. So Frog Lake, there were a couple pretty good campsites there that I want to go check out. So that'll be fun for you. Well, Champ, I hope that you can make it out to the West Coast, because it is beautiful out here. And Jennifer, she's based on the West Coast too. You should go check out her videos. She does camping videos like me. Yeah, people do want to see the Pacific Northwest. It's pretty amazing. I still have to pinch myself that I actually live here. And I've been here, I think it's going to be 20 years next year. And actually in my last, I think it's my last video, I talked about Iceland, and I I traveled to Iceland before I went camping, and I thought, wow, this is so pretty. And then I thought, well, shoot, I've got such a beautiful backyard. Why don't I just go explore my own backyard? Because I'd done some exploring when I first moved here 20 years ago, 19 years ago. And then, you know, when you get into the whole working 9-to-5 grind, you don't really go out and explore as much as you used to. And so that's what kicked off my camping journey, is wanting to go see more of Oregon and Washington. And it's way cheaper to go camping than rent hotels. So I thought, well, why not? I like camping too, so. So Oxbow is half-hour southeast of Portland on the Sandy River. Huh. Now, have you been to either of those, Rob? I don't know that you can, I don't know if anyone can tag anybody in the chat. I'm not sure. You could try maybe putting your YouTube URL in there, maybe. Well, let's see if this fire needs to be poked a little bit. Well, I'm kind of bummed my original live stream didn't work because I had all kinds of links and fun things in there. Oh well. I wish there was a way to see who is all attending tonight. If there's a way to know, Jennifer, let me know. But I don't think so. Got some great coals from my little grill tonight. Hi there, Mike. How are ya? Thanks for joining. Okay, those of you who have kind of joined in late, I've got a little foldable grill that I'm going to be grilling a burger on tonight, so I'm getting some coals ready for that. This will be my first time using it. I've had this for a while, but I just never got around to using it. So Rob says, I've been to Oxbow. It's lovely. Small campsites nestled between the trees. Oh, I love that. Are the campsites pretty private? Because that's what I kind of like about some of the campgrounds I go to. Mike, where are you going camping? Anywhere fun? Ew. Sun's kind of going down a little bit. Or it's behind the clouds, I'm not sure. It's getting a little chilly. So you're going to a mud fest for the weekend. What is a mud fest? I've never heard of that. I don't think that one fits. No, it doesn't. So Mike says lots of big trucks, ATVs driving through the mud, 3-day event where you camp and craziness at night around the fires. Huh. Sounds like a dude thing. I actually took a little drive today looking for some sun because there was just a lot of coastal fog this morning. So I drove up above the, kind of way up on the mountain and then down. And it went from like Lush green to like sand dunes. And I thought, I didn't know there was sand dunes out here. I thought all the sand dunes were in southern Oregon, on the Oregon coast. And come to find out, there's a federal campground on the dunes. I think it's called Sand Lake. So I drove through that. It's not really my style, but a lot of ATVers and big trucks and sand buggies or whatever they're called. They like to go there, I guess. Oh, Rob, that's too bad that they're close together. Maybe there's enough brush that there's some privacy. And if you're close to the showers and toilets, then you'll have people probably walking by, I'm guessing. Smoky fire. Okay, does anybody have any campfire confessions they want to share with the group? Anything fun, embarrassing? I already shared a couple of mine. I think when I was counting how many camping trips I took in my first year, I think it was 18. 18 camping trips. And I camped every single month except for this last March. I think it was March. Because it was just so rainy. So I'm in this camping group on Facebook and people are like, I'm camping for the first time this season. And I'm thinking, wow, I've been camping all year. But there are people, I guess, that only camp during the late spring and summer. So I think some of my best camping trips were in the winter when it was like 32 degrees at night. And it's interesting, you kind of learn what you need to do to stay warm. Jennifer, did you camp like pretty much all year round? Because you got quite a few videos. So, Adventures with Jay videos. My first time solo camping in my minivan. I had no window coverings and I was afraid to look out my windows in case someone was standing there looking in. Yeah. I wish I had a vehicle to camp in because I would love to go out and disperse camp, but you know, when you're in a tent, it's kind of, you're a little more vulnerable. So I wish my car was bigger, I'd sleep in it. But, well, now you have coverings, don't you, Jennifer? So Mike, you didn't really camp. I just lived out of mine through the winter. John's visual. My teacher recommended you to watch. Who's your teacher? Welcome, by the way. Okay, Jennifer, I can camp year-round here. Yes, deserts are only late fall through early spring. Mountains are the opposite, but I live close to all climates here. More. Do I know more? Tori, how did you learn to video? Are you self-taught? Did you take a class or did a mentor show you the ropes? Well, when I was in high school, I did photography classes and then also in college, but that was just way back in the day where it was actual film in your camera. So it wasn't really video. But then when you got a smartphone, you can take video, and then it's the same, I think, principles apply with photography and video, like rule of thirds. If you know anything about photography, that applies in video. And I just kind of practice, and I didn't have anyone to mentor me, but I kind of already had some fundamentals from photography. So you just kind of have to learn about composition, and lighting is still the same principles. But then getting like different angles, kind of interesting angles, is kind of important, so the viewer doesn't get bored. So I'm still working on that. And this fire's smoking me out. Let's see. Have you ever rented a yurt? Oregon was the first state to offer yurts in state parks for rent back in 1994. I haven't ever rented a yurt. I've thought about renting a yurt. I thought about renting a yurt in the winter when it was raining and I didn't want to go tent camp, but I just never did. Because I always ended up just waiting for better weather and then tent camped. But I think it'd be fun to rent a yurt. They have yurts here. So maybe one day. Got some good looking coals for my burger. Whew. It's nasty fire. You bought a set of WeatherTech covers. Jennifer, what are WeatherTech covers? Is that for... I'm not sure if that's for your windows or something else. So Mike, my truck camper is a pop-up. It's kind of like a tent. It gets pretty drafty when the wind blows. I tried to put insulation around it. There was a couple times I camped when it was -10. Holy cow. So John, what is Brenda? This campfire is just nasty. Oh, didn't have an internet connection there for a second. Oh, Mike, you also watch, don't you also watch Kenny of All Trades? I think we talked about that, I think. Oh, those are window covers, okay. Yeah, I thought about maybe renting an SUV to go truck camping in, somewhere, off the beaten path where I can't get to with my car, but I don't have window coverings. Brenda Moore, she teaches English. Okay, if anyone's here a little late, I'm going to just take you on a little tour of our campsite. Let's just walk us in. Okay, this is like the campsite. It's pretty private, surrounded by lush and big trees. And there's another little camp spot right here, but there's no one that ever camps there. It's right next to the bathroom, so I don't think anyone would want to camp there. It's not very private. This is just a little lush greenery behind my tent. Got a little vent there that I love because it keeps everything nice and dry in my tent. So that is my campsite. Wonder. Kind of getting smoked out here. Campfire. That's funny, Rob. Oh, I have those moments too where I have things in my photos that shouldn't be there, like my thumb. So I totally get that. Mike, I haven't had dinner yet. I'm going to try to grill a little burger on my little foldable grill. And I got some Swiss cheese, and I have some mushrooms that I'll saute. I brought some broccoli, but I don't really want broccoli, so I might just skip it. I had kind of a bigger lunch earlier, so I'm not in any hurry to eat. I had beef goulash for lunch, and it was an MRE that I have been carrying around with me for quite a while. I kept meaning to film a review on it, so I finally had a chance to do that today, so that's what I had for lunch. So it looks like my campfire looks kind of pathetic on this live stream. That's because it's kind of slowly going down. I don't have any more wood, so can't keep it going. But, you know, we're about an hour in, and that's about what I thought I would be live streaming today. So Jennifer, how long are you going to be camping for this weekend? I think last Memorial weekend I went camping, I think at the coast after the holiday. So it was nice and quiet. Jennifer, are you camping on the actual holiday too, on Monday? And it seems like you usually camp on the weekends, right? Is Teddy rambunctious the times that I've seen him? Well, that'll be a fun trip, though. Even for a holiday weekend. Hopefully you have good weather. I don't have any more camping trips scheduled until, I think, mid-June. But I might sneak up to a river that I just camped at recently before then, if the weather stays good. Yeah, Jennifer, I haven't camped on a weekend in forever. I can't remember the last time I camped on a weekend. I don't think I could handle it. It's just way too busy, and it's hard to get reservations sometimes at certain campgrounds on the weekends. So what is your idea of perfect weather then? Is it like 70s? Because that's my idea of perfect weather's maybe low 70s. Looks like the fire needs to be stoked a little bit. I need to get that big, kind of turn it around. So we'll see if we can do that without burning myself. This wood is kind of gross. It's just smoking. Got some good looking coals there. you camp, you book 6 months in advance. Oh, I can't do that here. I don't know why I saw this. The weather is so wonky here that I don't want to be stuck with a rainy trip. So I don't book too far in advance. I book usually a few days before, or I just show up when I know there's going to be sites available. But like my summer trips, I will definitely book like a month out. But I'm not retired. I'm self-employed, so I still work, during the week. But when I go camping, I choose during the week because it's way less crowded. And then I usually just work on my businesses on the weekends too. So I'm kind of like the opposite, I guess. Okay, thanks Jennifer for stopping by. I don't know if I'm going to be around that much longer because it's getting kind of late and got to get some dinner started. Got to get that filming for our video. So peaceful. I had a bunch of squirrels come into my camp this afternoon when I was eating my MRE. I guess they could smell the peanut butter that was with the sandwich portion of the meal. Then, of course, the birds kind of started attacking me this morning when I was making breakfast. So, lots of wildlife in this campground. Hey, Shy Guy, you're late. That's okay. I shouted you a video last night that I filmed, so I'm going to tag you when that gets published, but that probably won't be for another month or so. You inspired me on one of my desserts. You'll probably know what I mean. Rob, I love Kenny of all trades. I don't have a pet that I can camp with. I used to have a dog, but he died, unfortunately, I think 10 years ago, actually, in September. So everybody go check out Shy Guy Adventures. He's got a unique perspective on his camping videos. You won't see his face, and you won't hear him talk. Although I hear that you've actually spoken in one of your videos. I think Jennifer said your Christmas video, but I haven't heard you talk except for your live stream. Yeah, Rob, I watch all of the major truck campers. Kenny of all trades, Destination Desert, Runaway Parents. I can't think of who else. These people just walked by and were looking at me, kind of weird. Yeah, I haven't seen that video, Shy Guy. I guess I have to go search for it. I tried filming a couple ASMR videos, and it's really hard not to actually make noises. So I gave up. Ah, the fog is really rolling in. I think I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if you can, if you'll be able to see. I'll show you a picture of the sky. We've been dealing with that. I don't know if it translates very well on screen, but it's just moving in from the coast. That's going from west to east. Over here is towards the ocean. So maybe it'll clear up for our sunset. High Plains Camper. I haven't heard of that channel. I don't know if this last log is going to really burn tonight. It's burning a little bit, but oh, Shy Guy, I had my fan roaring at least 3 times getting this thing going at first, but I'm just out of wood. So those who are joining late, this is what I'm using tonight. It's a little foldable grill. I'm going to put some coals in here and then try to grill up a burger. Well, I gotta find my tongs because I need to collect some coals here pretty soon. Rob, do I have a favorite Oregon Coast campground? Well, the one I'm at right now is my favorite, but I'm not going to disclose what that is just because I'm here live. But I will say that I found a couple new campgrounds that are in the coastal range that I absolutely love. They're on the Nestucca River. They're BLM campgrounds. That's Fan Creek. And then the one that, the video that's premiering tomorrow is Alder Glen. And they were 2 really cool campgrounds. 2 of the best sites at those campgrounds. Do you have a favorite campground on the coast? I like free campsites too, but I don't know that I've been to a free campsite. I guess maybe the only free campsite I've been to is not really a campground. It's just at Lake Powell. You just go camp wherever you can find a beach. Oh, that's cool, Shy Guy. What kind of campgrounds are free? Are they like county or city or something else? Oh, state forest, huh? Cool. Yeah, I'm hoping this, maybe like later in the summer, I'll be brave enough to do some dispersed camping. But the place I want to go to is in Bigfoot country. Well, I guess everywhere in the Pacific Northwest is Bigfoot country. And it's a little creepy, but it's so pretty. If I had like an SUV, I would be out there right now, but I just have a tent, and it's bear country and it's cat country, and there's people out there, so it's a little nerve-wracking being in a tent by yourself in the actual forest. Welcome back, Jennifer. I'm going to see if I can actually get this log to kind of burn without making a mess. Ugh. Ugh, that's gross. It lit up a little bit. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm hoping my little foldable grill is going to be sturdy enough to make a burger on. It feels kind of flimsy, but I guess we'll give it a shot. I wonder if it'll work on top of this grill. I don't know, we'll see. No, it's not quite wide enough. I guess we'll just do it on the ground. It's not the sturdiest. And that I used to have is obstacle figure. So I'm actually using two phones. I'm using my Samsung S24 Ultra to live stream. Then I have this old, I think it's a Note 8. It's really old. So I'm just connected to Wi-Fi on this so I can actually see the chat. Oh yeah, I was gonna make Shy Guy a moderator. It's getting a little chilly out here, but the sun's trying to peek through. And the sunset won't be for another couple hours. So Shy Guy, I found out on my first live stream you can't type when you live stream. That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. I just needed a way to look at the chat while I'm in front of my camera. Well, that's too bad, Jennifer. You won't have a signal. I usually don't have signal when I'm camping, except for here. I don't think I've had a signal anywhere else. Okay. Well, I think this is going to be my only opportunity to live stream while I'm camping. Because I won't be back here for probably until the fall. I think it'd be fun to have like satellite, but I don't think I want to give money to Starlink. Got ash all over me. Well, my little fire is kind of struggling. Just got the one log. I don't have a backyard, Jennifer. I live in a condo. So I don't really have a backyard or a front yard. I don't even have a place to pop my tent up so I can air it out. One of the reasons why I don't camp in the rain. Yep, I don't have a garage either, just a carport. Yeah, I try to dry mine out by hand if it rains while I'm camping, but it never really gets fully dry. Well, Shy Guy, maybe you should go to your friend's house and light a fire there. Or if it's a portable fire pit, maybe you just borrow it. I'd like to get a fire pit that's propane powered for the summer, and we'll probably have fire bans earlier than we did last year. So if anyone knows anybody from Howl Campfires, let me know so I can get sponsored, will ya? They are not cheap. So Jennifer, you have a solo stove mesa. I don't think I'm technically supposed to use them on my balcony, but I do anyway. Yeah, if you have an HOA, they probably have all kinds of things you can't do. Our HOA is pretty strict, but it keeps the place looking nice, so. So Shy Guy, yours got soaked once and I couldn't dry it out anywhere, so I went to a car wash, set up my tent, and used the air dryer. Oh, that's a good idea. I don't know if you guys can hear through my mic. Probably not, because I got the background noise reduced. But here at the campground, you can hear the ocean. Because, I mean, the ocean's just right across from the dune right there. So you probably can't hear it, I'm guessing. But if you watch my videos here at the coast and you hear like a low rumble, that's the ocean. You guys, we've been live streaming for almost an hour and 20 minutes. You can hear the waves now or just in my videos? I kind of wonder what my mic picks up. Can you hear the birds chirping and singing? They're loud tonight. Well, that's kind of cool. You can hear the ocean. It's really cool at night because I usually have an app on my phone But I play white noise when I sleep, and I don't need it when I'm camping here because it's so loud. It's very nice. Yeah, these birds are really super loud. I'm not sure what kind of birds they are. There are a lot of these like blue jay birds, and I think a couple people in my comments have told me that I think they're sparrow jays, I think is what they called them. But they're really pretty, kind of like kind of not light but not dark, just kind of in the middle of like a real beautiful blue color. They like to stalk me at breakfast time. What kind of mic do you use, Jennifer? Because I think if you use DJI, there's a background, like noise reducer or something. Shy Guy, you use rain sounds for sleep. Yeah, I use, I think it's an air conditioner noise. Don't ask me why, it's just because it's loud. And that's what I need. So you have a Rode mic with your iPhone, but I'm switching to DJI soon. Yeah, I've got the DJI Mic Mini. It's pretty nice. And then I think it's the Mic 2. I think it's the Mic 2 that you can actually record audio onto the actual mic itself, which I thought was kind of cool. Shy Guy, I also run a fan and air purifier. I also run a fan. I have an air purifier, but I hardly ever use it. Yeah, that's same with here, Shy Guy. When I'm home, I run my tower fan and my noise machine. There's a little bit of a breezy little wind coming through. Let's see if we have any coals down there for my grill. Now, I've never used this grill. I've never actually grilled anything before, so I don't even know how much of a coal I actually need. But a lot of my coals are gone, so I need to get this big log to kind of break up a little bit. Kind of burn so I can have some more coals. And then how long do I keep the coals in my grill before I put the burger on? Like, I seriously have no clue. If I had foil, I'd just put it in a foil pack, but I don't have that. So Shy Guy, when I'm camping, the rain sounds. If it's warm and I'm camping, the fan too. You know, I've never needed a fan camping in Oregon. It's always been too cold. So Jennifer, my previous dog, Flynn, used to snore, and that was my white noise. Teddy doesn't snore, so it's AC or fan for me too, and air purifier. So Jennifer, when you camped at the campgrounds, like kind of like near the beach, could you hear the ocean? Because it seems like I saw one where you were kind of near a beach, and you couldn't go to the beach on foot because I think the tide was in, maybe? I don't know if it was the tide or something else. Shy Guy, when you make your burgers, I think you've only pan fried them, right? Do you ever grill them? Oh, 85 and humid. That's no fun. Yeah, if it's 85 and humid, I'm not camping. I've actually not camped last summer because it was going to be in the 80s. I thought, no, it's too damn hot. And that was in Washington, up in the mountains. Oh, I'm not, Shy Guy, I'm not camping. I'm not grilling on this thing. That looks dirty. But just wondering if you ever grilled on a little grill, like your own grill. Jennifer, yes, at some. At Doheny, I'm literally on the beach and waves are so loud that they sometimes wake me up At Leo Carrillo, it was across the street, and I didn't hear the waves much. So if you're just new to the chat, say hello. Let us know where you're from. We're camping here on the Oregon coast. I'm guessing because I had to set up a new live stream that I don't have a good title on my live stream. That's unfortunate. Somehow there was some technical difficulties getting my scheduled live stream to actually go live, so I deleted it. I should have just kept it, so I could have copied all the description. Oh well. You live and learn. Well, we got some good coals for the burger. So I used a campground ring once, and it did seem dirty. Yeah, this one looks really disgusting. And then, Shy Guy, I have a portable propane grill. The first time I used it was so windy, I had issues cooking. I never broke it out again. Probably should for this channel. You know, if you get a windscreen, I don't know if it would work with your grill, but I have a windscreen that I use for my Coleman single burner stove when it's too windy. That fire is smoking me out. This is just my windscreen that I put up around my stove. You can get these on Amazon for like $5, and they fold flat. Oops. Okay, you guys, we've been on this live stream for an hour and a half, and I think it's time for me to get cooking. So I got to start filming for my new video coming out in about a month or so. So I appreciate you all stopping by and chatting and hanging out with me here at the Oregon coast. Shy Guy, you're considering using my Temu credit card or credit for a windscreen, but I have my eye on a mattress pad for my cot. Oh yeah, get the mattress pad. I use a sleeping pad and a 3-inch memory foam topper because it definitely needs something. Hey, Katie Outdoors, it's going good. We're actually just wrapping up here tonight. So Jennifer, I rarely see garbage, but usually the campground host makes sure the things are okay and not trashing between visitors. My last camping video, somebody left it completely trashed. I had to pick it all up, and I burned part of it, but it was such a shame. Yes, it was fun. Thank you, Jennifer, for stopping by. Yeah, definitely plug your channels too. Shy Guy, Jennifer. When I get home, I'll kind of beef up this description, and I'll tag you guys in the description. So, okay, everybody, it was fun. I have to get to work now. Like when I say work, I mean make some dinner and film it for the channel. So, okay, you guys, I appreciate it, and I guess I will catch you on the next adventure. Peace out. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So, see you later. Oh, thanks, Shy Guy, for putting your link down. Maybe somebody can put Jennifer's link in there too. Good night. See you later. Yep, you got it there. Thanks everybody for joining. It was fun. See ya.